We went to hide, and the headmaster looked for us. He couldn't find us. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming, and if you are new here, thank you so much for coming. And if you have been with us for some time, thank you for sticking around. I really appreciate you. And today I'm doing the get to know me questions. I have here 40 of them, 40 questions that I'll try by all means to answer, and hopefully it won't take much time. So the first question is, where did you grow up? I grew up in different places around the country. Most of the time though, it was in the Central District. I was born in Molapolle, then we stayed in Gaborone, then we moved to Letlhakane, Zowa, and then we moved to Bubonong, then I moved to Francistown, then I moved to Gaborone. Where do you currently live? Currently I live in Gaborone, Botswana. Who is your first best friend? My first best friend is Bucheba Shipokolo. We met in primary school. I think I was doing standard 5, if not standard 4. I don't remember well, or standard 6, I'm not sure, but she was the first person that I would regard as my first best friend. Then of course, later on after that, I did meet another girl called Mpho Masilu. She is late. She passed away at the age of 21. She was then the best of the besties, because for her it was totally different with everyone else. It was just that someone that came into your life and sort of changed everything. She was really a remarkable person, and we were close until her death. It's so sad. How tall are you? I am 1 meter 62 centimeters. Dogs or cats? When I was young, I used to be obsessed so much with cats, and then one day the cat ran out on me. The cat that I loved so much, that I had created this bond with, it ran out on me. It just disappeared. So since then I go over the cats, so I'll go with dogs. Funniest moment throughout high school? There were so many moments that I can say were funny, but the one that I can talk about today is that one day in high school, so it was prep time, so it happened that our class was asked to go to shift, kind of to give room for something that was being done in the school. So we were ordered to go to another class. It was in the afternoon during prep time. So that class that we had gone to, the owners of that class had gone to the lab to do some things there in the laboratories. So, and then that class was near the orchard. So in the orchard, guys, there were some ripe oranges. So what happened? We went into the orchard, and it was during prep time, and that orchard was next to the school gate. So we went into the orchard. While we were busy helping ourselves, you know, taking the oranges, eating them, enjoying them, the headmaster came through the gate. And what happened? We ran, guys. We went to hide, and the headmaster looked for us. He couldn't find us, and he realized that we were in that class, and he wasn't aware that it wasn't our base room. So because the owners of that class were in the laboratories, they were the ones who were suspected, right? So they were punished for that instead of us, because the whole class we had ran. The whole class, we went to hide. I think when those other students came, they received the punishment instead of us. And in our class we agreed to keep it as a secret. All of us, imagine almost 40 of us, we agreed to keep it a secret. And we heard rumors around the school later on that they are looking for those students who went into the orchard instead of them, and you know, all that stuff. And the whole time we kept it sealed, but inside we were scared. The day they find out it was our class, we were gonna be in trouble. So that story stays that story still in my memory. So it's really funny for me, because things that you do when you are many as a group, and also when you are young, you know, you don't even think for other people. So Funny enough, we did finish school. They never found out who it was, and they were punished on our behalf. What is your favorite drink? My favorite drink is water. I cannot really pinpoint anything, but I always prefer water over everything. Tea or coffee? Coffee. What sports do you play or have you played? I've played netball in primary school, then in junior and senior I played table tennis. Do you speak any languages and how well? I speak Setswana, I speak Kalanga, I speak English. I would say all of them, I speak them very well. Are you single or taken? I'm single. How many siblings do you have? I have 2 siblings, a sister and a brother. Do you use a PC or a Mac? I use a Mac. Your most memorable childhood memory? My most memorable childhood memory will always be traveling, because we were always traveling from one place to another. School holidays, we'll go to the home village, we'll visit other family members, we'll go to we were always traveling, guys. So that will be my most memorable memory. Do you have any bad habits? Yes, I do have bad habits. One of them is procrastination, and then one other habit would be I'm a night crawler. I can stay, guys, until morning without getting tired, without getting sleepy. So which I think is a bad habit, because that then affects the next day performance for the next day. I'm forced to wake up early again for other things, but then I do think that it affects my productivity in that way, which I think is really bad. I need to change that. Tell us one thing about you that we wouldn't know. One thing that you wouldn't know about me is that I used to be depressed. Describe your eye color. My eye color is brown. Describe your first crush. My first crush, I don't really recall how he was. What theme parks have you been to? I've been to Gold Reef City in Johannesburg and also to Lions Park here in Gaborone. What is your favorite ice cream flavor? I am Team Vanilla. What is your favorite color? My favorite color is blush or blush pink. Do you know your personality type? Yes, I do know my personality type, which is ENFJ. It's from the Myers-Briggs personality test. So I'll try to find a link and link it down below here in the description box. I did take the questions and that was the results. I did it a few years ago, but apparently it can change, you know, as you grow up and all that. But I don't think much has changed about me, so I still think and I still do believe that I'm an ENFJ, which is a protagonist. So if you're interested, you do check how the ENFJs are the protagonists and who are other celebrities who are in the same personality type as me. What are your favorite values in friends? I want friends that we can give each other space, in which we can respect one another. I hate competition in friends. I don't like friends who always, you know, trying to compete with you for whatever. Also, I like friends who are compassionate, who are understanding, you know, who are not judgmental as well. What social media are you addicted to? I like Instagram. What is the biggest struggle you overcame? I overcame depression. God helped me to overcome. What does the last message you received say? Okay, the last message I received, I have 2 messages here. Is the code from Telegram. So it was just giving me the code because I was re-logging into my Telegram. Have you ever written a blog post and what was it about? Yes, I do have a blog, and during quarantine I was blogging. I was just writing about my experiences of the lockdown. Next question is, do you save birthday cards and other greeting cards? No, I don't save them. What is your favorite family tradition and when is it celebrated? I love Christmas time because that's when me and my family, we come together from different parts of the country. It's a come together for the family, for all of us, my aunties, my cousins, my uncles. We gather and then we do spend time together. We prepare nice lunch, we invite our closest relatives and also neighbors to come eat with us. So it's really a special time that we all look forward to during the year, and it's one of my favorite family traditions. Christmas time, that's on the 25th of December each year. Do you remember your first email address? Nope, I don't remember it. Was it embarrassing? No, I don't think so. When was the last time you told someone you love them? I don't remember. When was the last time you embarrassed yourself? Guys, I embarrass myself all the time, but I don't keep records. I don't even remember, but I know that I do make mistakes. I do make silly mistakes as well, and I do embarrass myself time and time again, but I don't keep records, so I don't remember the last time I embarrassed myself. If you could only do one last thing, what would it be? To bring my loved ones together in one place, tell them I love them, of course. Tell us a thing you've done to help someone else. I helped a friend of mine. I gave them some information that they needed, and I knew that that information could help them, and so it did help them, and so that was what I did. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? Guys, I like several places. It will just depend when the time comes, and also according to the research that I'll do. I believe that where I would rather be is here, where I am, is here in my country, where I am. If you could live in a city or in the country, where would you choose? I'll choose the city. What would be the first thing you do after going home from work or school? Drink water or use the bathroom. Two things. What was the last thing you ate? I ate a sandwich earlier this morning. That's it, guys. I've come to the end of the questions, and guys, give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and hit that subscribe button, guys, and also check out my other videos that I'll link down in the description box and also in the cards above here. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.